Myself Devdashni, here pursuing my PhD in entomology at Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. Here to present my paper titled Climatic Cues in Pollinators, a study in the Aonla ecosystem. In this study, we explored the relationship between the pollinator abundance and climatic factors present in the Aonla ecosystem. So there are many major agriculture and horticulture crops present in the ecosystem. The reason why Aonla is selected lies in the fact that Aonla is a highly nutritious and underutilized fruit crop with very high medicinal properties. Just 100 gram of Aonla contains nearly 200 to 900 milligram of vitamin C, which is highly used for diabetes management, improving the heart health and digestive health. This much highly nutritious and medicinal value rich Aonla crop yield primarily depends on pollination. Like Amla and Ram in 1999 reported that if the Aonla pollination is properly taken care, the yield can be drastically increased. The pollination in Aonla is mainly cross depending upon the wind and insects, with bees being the major pollinators. The bees are not only attracted to the flowers in the Aonla ecosystem but also being influenced by the climatic factors in the Aonla ecosystem. Hence, this study explores the influence of abiotic factors in bee pollination in the Aonla ecosystem. This study was carried out in the Aonla Orchard, Agriculture College and Research Institute, Madurai. Aonla variety Chakaya, which is 22 years old, planted in 3-acre location, is selected for this study. In this study, the pollinators present in the Aonla ecosystem were collected using the glass vials and sweep nets and preserved using 70% ethanol and identified using reproductive organ morphometrics. A fixed plot survey was carried out to study the pollinator abundance in the Aonla orchards. Here, the pollinator abundance was calculated by counting the number of Aonla pollinators in inflorescence per 5 minutes in 10 randomly selected Aonla trees during 20 flowering days. And this is the pollinator abundance data, and this is correlated with the weather data obtained from the meteorological station in this college. So, on analyzing the results, it is found that Apis cerana indica and Tetragonella irredentulus were the two major pollinators present in the Aonla ecosystem, and a correlation analysis was performed with the Apis cerana indica, and the abiotic factors indicate that the sunshine hours and the maximum temperature had a moderate positive correlation with the abundance of Apis cerana indica in the Aonla ecosystem, whereas minimum temperature had a weak positive correlation with the abundance of Apis cerana indica. Further, the relative humidity and rainy days has a moderate negative correlation with the abundance of Apis cerana indica. Similar trends were observed with the abundance of Tetragonella irredentulus. Here, sunshine has had a moderate positive correlation with the abundance of Tetragonella irredentulus, and the morning relative humidity and the maximum temperature had a weak positive correlation with minimum temperature showing the weak negative correlation with the abundance of Tetragonella irredentulus. Further, rainy days and evening relative humidity had a strong negative correlation with the abundance of Tetragonella irredentulus. This is the overall representation of this study, and in this study we also reported that the abundance of Apis cerana indica had a weak positive correlation with the abundance of Tetragonella irredentulus. This study was also supported by the reports of Mohanty et al. 2023 that the stingless bee foraging was peaked during the 5th to 8th week and reduced during the 51st week of the year, such that when the temperature is very high and the sunshine hours are maximum, the pollination is foraging is highly increased. When the temperature is very minimum at 51st week, the pollination is reduced. Then this is also reported by the results of Gaddi et al. 2024 that wind speed and temperature had a positive influence on the foraging activity of stingless bees, and high humidity and precipitation had the negative influence on the foraging activity of the stingless bees. These results are also supported by the reports of Thakur et al. And the conclusion of this study is that maximum temperature and sunshine hours had a positive correlation with the abundance of forages present in the Aonla ecosystem, whereas humidity and rainy days has a negative correlation with the abundance of forages present in the Aonla ecosystem. So these are all the future directions of this study, such as the pollinator forecasting and prediction model can be designed using AI and machine learning. The species-specific responses of the pollinators due to climatic factors can be carried out. This study can be carried out in different locations, and cross-regional comparative studies can be carried, and the response of the bee neurons to the climatic response can be studied, and the genome editing tools can be employed to create the climate resilient bees and pollinator friendly agroforestry integration can be carried. So I would like to thank Department Agriculture College and Research Institute Madurai for letting me for guiding and supporting this work. So these are all my references. Thank you.
Thank you, Devadarshini. Now topic is open for discussion. Yeah, I have one question. This temperature range, what was the temperature range?
Sir, maximum temperature between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, sir. Minimum temperature at...
Because most of your correlation are very low values, so difficult to conclude either negative or positive correlation.
Sir, based on this we can calculate, sir.
Maximum temperature, you told positive correlation. The what are the R square value, R values? 0.12, 0.25.
Devadarshini, regarding title is yours climatic cues and pollinators. You have mentioned only one bee, particularly ready penis.
So these are all the major pollinators, sir, in that particular ecosystem.
Which was the month you conducted the experiment?
Sir?
Which month this was conducted?
Sir, February to April of 2023. Sir.
What was the other crops around the area?
So mango.
Mango and field crops? Any other field crops?
Sir?
Field crops.
Sir, no, sir, it is an horticulture orchard.
Which are horticulture orchards. And when they are foraging on Amla, they might be going to other host also. So sometimes the availability of the forage also will determine the matching activity. If the forage is not available during that time, activity naturally will go down. Not only the temperature will influence, the availability of the forage is equally important. Yeah, that is the observation.
Thank you, Devadarshini. All the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ಹಾಯ್, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷಿಕಟ್ಟೆ ಚಂದ್ರಮೋಹನ್. ಸಮಸ್ತ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯತಾಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಕೃಷಿಯೇತರ ವಿಷಯಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲೆ, ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮುಂತಾದ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷ್ಯಚಿತ್ರಗಳ ಬಿತ್ತರಿಸುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಯಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಬಲವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಕರೆದು ತಂದಿದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸದಾ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಏನೆಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಹಿನಿಯ ತಂಡ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಕೃಷಿ ಸಮುದಾಯವನ್ನು ತಲುಪಲು ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೆಂಬಲದ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಎಂಬ ಬಟನ್ನನ್ನು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಗೆ ಇಚ್ಛಿಸಿದ ಸದಸ್ಯತ್ವ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಶಿಪ್ಪನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಯಕಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಬಲ ನೀಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲವಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಬಟನ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನಲ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬಹುದು. ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸದಾ ಚಿರಋಣಿಗಳಾಗಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.